Hey friends, and a big hello to all my fellow comic book aficionados. Uh, just thought I'd show some recent stuff that I've got in the mail. I've got several packages in the last few weeks and kind of been on a back issue binge. Hadn't done that in a while, so thought I'd fill in a few holes in some runs I'm trying to collect. And just nothing of really of note here, other than they're just great comic books from the Silver and Bronze Age and stuff that I like, and hope you like it too. Okay, this first little stack I got here is starting off with the House of Secrets number 124. Great 20-cent cover from DC. It's probably Luis Dominguez. Yeah, you can always see his initials on the stuff he did, so it's a nice cover. Another one that I'm closing in on, I think I may be 2 or 3 issues of this, Chamber of Chills number 14. I love that cover. And this is not a real high grade copy. You know, it's got some dings in it, as you can see, but yeah, I love these old 70s reprints. And something for Silver Age. These are in no particular order, and there are some of the same title mixed in this stack, so you'll just show them however they come up. This Challengers of the Unknown number 65. That's a great cover with a black background. Silver Age at its best. Okay, let's get into some Charlton romance. We have All New Love Diary, number 79, 20-cent cover, and a full portrait poster of David Cassidy. Hey, who doesn't love David Cassidy and the Partridge Family? Probably a lot of you that don't know who David Cassidy and the Partridge Family is. Well, younger viewers anyway. Romantic Story, number 122. I don't know why, there's just something about these romance comics. I love the art. Granted, a lot of the stories are pretty cheesy, but it's just, that's part of the charm. All New Stories, All New Art, Sweethearts, number 124. And that's actually a really good cover there. And a pinup poster of Bobby Sherman. More bang for your buck. Secret Romance, number 19. This almost looks like a Marvel picture frame cover, but cool nonetheless. Romantic Story, number 120. Time for Love, number 25. Here's a couple magazines. I was just surfing around on eBay, and I had never heard of these before. And they're actually Skywald magazines, and they're more known for the horror stuff like Psycho and Nightmare. And they had some short run color titles. But yeah, I thought these were, just kind of odd and eclectic, and I was like, these would fit in perfect with my odd and esoteric collection. But these are actually pretty cool. There was only 2 issues. This is number 1, and I think both of these have painted covers by Tom Palmer, and the insides are black and white reprints of like old 50s crime comics, like from Justice Traps the Guilty and Crime Must Pay and stuff like that. But there's some really cool stuff in there. Some early stuff by Joe Kubert and some Carmine Infantino, Angelo Torres. Just really cool little books. So here we have that. Actually, kind of a lurid cover. Good stuff. There's number 2. It's more of the same, just painted cover and some black and white reprints from the 50s. cool covers. Okay, let's get to the next little stack. Okay, got some Metal Men at the end of the Silver Age, beginning of the Bronze Age. I really like the Metal Men. I didn't really, I wasn't really aware of them until they restarted this series, like in 1975 or 76 during the Walt Simonson run. But I've been going back and looking at a lot of these, and there was a run that Mike Sikowski did the art and a lot of the scripts on. I think it was like from the early 30s up through like issue 41 or 42. And this was during the period where they were actually had human identities. So I was real interested in getting to read these, because I was a big fan of Sikowski, naturally just because of my love for the Justice League. And then he did a lot of great stuff on Wonder Woman, Supergirl, did some sci-fi stuff for Strange Adventures and Mystery in Space back in the day. But I think these are really cool. These are 39. Startlingly new Metal Man. Guess like the startlingly new Wonder Woman and new Superman back in the early 70s. There's number 40. There's the Platinum, or Tina, in her human guise. Number 38. Witch Hunt, 1969. Goes well with the Halloween season. Probably my favorite of the bunch. I love this cover. It's number 37. Here Lie the Metal Men. I'm not sure if I saw this book in a video or I just saw it online surfing through something, but I knew immediately I had to have it. And then I found out Sikowski did the art and story in a bunch of these, so that just was even more reason. It's a great looking book. Speaking of great looking books, what's better than a Joe Kubert war cover? Star Spangled War Stories 158, 25 cents. And these were the 48 to 52 page giants. Can't beat that at all. And got some DC Horror, Witching Hour number 18. Great Nick Cardy cover. And all these were issues that I was missing. Here's a favorite cover. I remember seeing this in those DC House ads when they were like advertising the 20-cent covers. And this is one I always wanted. Star Spangled War Stories number 180. The great shark cover. Let's don't hit the mines, but let's jump in the water and get eaten by sharks. More Marvel horror reprints. Tomb of Darkness number 22. Closing in on completing this one. And that cover is by Mike Nasser, later Michael Netzer, and Pablo Marcos. And Supergirl number 9. Just a few away from completing this one. Another great 20-cent cover from DC. Okay, a couple more little stacks. Another DC 20-cent cover, Black Magic number 7. Great old Simon and Kirby reprints. I think there was only maybe 10 issues of this. 9 issues, I'm not really sure. I'll have to go back and look. It's a nice cover. Another great Kubert cover here. Challengers on the Unknown 66. Rendezvous with Revenge. I just love the angle of the Challengers coming up through there. Kind of take a turn towards some more Marvel stuff. Black Goliath #3. There was only 5 issues of this title, but I always liked it. I think I'm maybe one shy now. More DC horror. Another Luis Dominguez cover, looks like. Witching Hour #64. And my good friend Eric Kay and I have discussed how much we love this DC masthead around that time when the books were 25 and 30 cent cover price. I always liked the line of DC Superstars logo. More Witching Hour, 25-cent giant, #17. Another Nick Cardy cover. An issue of Flash I was missing, #222. This is pretty much a reader copy, but I did not have it, so for a couple of bucks, I'll take that all day long. Got a nice Flash and Green Lantern team up against, I think it's Weather Wizard and Sinestro in this one. It's a cool story. War is Hell #13. This was part of the run where they were doing news stories. And looks like you got a Gil Kane cover, and I think the interiors are Herb Trimpe. And Trimpe was a real airplane and World War I and II aficionado, so he really knew how to draw his stuff, just like Joe Kubert. Another one marked off the list. More House of Secrets, #111. More Nick Cardy. And we got an old Green Lantern from the Silver Age. This is in pretty bad shape, but I love this Gil Kane cover. And anybody that watched my Gil Kane Western covers can appreciate this one too. It's kind of beat up, but I did not have it, so. Okay, one more little stack, and we'll be finished. Secrets of Haunted House, #17. Another Dominguez cover. Even with the rifle in your hands, can you look into the eye of the leopard? Probably not. More Metal Men, #42. This was a little period where they restarted them, and they were like doing reprints. I think it was 42, 43, and 44 were all these 20-cent covers, and they reprinted I think one of the early showcase appearances and then a couple more from the earlier in the series. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, that's when we restarted because obviously they're back. So more Challengers, #77. That's a great old Kirby cover. It's a reprint. But reprint or not, any Kirby is awesome. #76 with a Joe Kubert cover. I think this was also a reprint. Okay, last but not least, this is the only issue of Anthro that I need to complete the series. And I was kind of wanting to wait until I went to a comic show next month, but you don't see much Anthro out in the wild, so I found a dealer that had this copy. This is Howie Post and Wally Wood on the inks. So there's #6. That's a great cover. Marriage of Anthro. And so why settle for one copy when you can spend a couple bucks and have another one, right? Another copy of Anthro 6. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. It's been fun flipping through these, and need to sit down. I've got about half of them read, so I'm going to sit down sometime soon and read the rest of them. But yes, I actually do read my comics. Uh, but thanks for hanging out. Glad you guys stopped by. I hope you liked what you saw. I hope I made some people spend some money because that's what we do to each other, right? All right, guys. Hope you're having a great night, and carry on. Onward and upward.